Hello Facebook, hello YouTube. What's up everybody? This is Ruben and I'm back with another Ruben Report. Today, if you guys notice, something was a little bit changed with my bike. Something's missing. Oh, I'm missing my top box. Well, the reason why I'm missing my top box is because I wanted to experiment with a product that I found on the internet. Most of you guys know I use my bike as a commuter bike, not as an adventure bike, and nothing really anything else. I might do some adventure rides someday, but because I use my bike as a commuter bike and I very commonly go to the grocery store with it, I was looking at other options to increase my storage capacity. And everyone knows pretty much with these bikes, for the majority of us, we either generally just run with the stock boxes, or we fork up the almost over $900 shipped to your door, maybe even $700 if you get it on a discount, for the tour fellas. Okay, so I was just looking for alternatives that would give me decent storage capacity, so that way I can hold some more stuff and possibly even be able to lock up my helmet. And guess what I found? Boom! I found this box on eBay. It is a 45-liter top box that I can use to replace the stock top box. Now, the boxes that come stock with the bike, in particular this box and the top box, those two boxes are about 20 liters. And then your box that's on the right side of the bike, which is deceivingly large because there's that big cutout with the exhaust, it's more around like 10 liters. So altogether, the luggage stock is around 50 liters ish. Okay, whereas this one top box, just this one box, is 45 liters. So for you guys out there who possibly want to simplify your storage capacity, or just simplify the storage that you have on the bike, you could just take all the boxes off, buy this one box, and have almost the same capacity as stock. It's just an idea. So instead of spending almost $900 on this box, I'm going to put up a screenshot of how much this box costs on eBay right now. So here is the box that I purchased. As you can see here, the price is $179 each. However, there is that make an offer button. Please take note and take advantage of that make an offer button. There are many different sellers selling this same box, and you can just keep on spamming each seller that make an offer button. One of them is bound to budge on an offer, so you don't necessarily have to pay this. You probably pay a lot less. And then here's the next one. They really have them in just two colors. All I saw was black or silver, which is great. So those who have a black bike and you want a black box, well, there you go. Those who have other different types of bikes, different colors, you want to go with a more neutral color like silver, then there you go. And then here, the last one is a variety. So they have a bunch of different sizes. You can go as large as 100 liters. I have no idea how big that is, but it looks super wide. Okay, it doesn't really look very tall, it just looks super wide. But 100 liters is going to cost you around $400. Everything else below that is a little bit cheaper, and the 45 liter one is, of course, 180 bucks. So yeah, whatever you guys need, go ahead and find out what it is that you get. And I'm really curious to see what like the 100 liter box would look like. I mean, that's insane. And so you guys can see, of course, going with this type of box is a whole lot cheaper. And another thing that I want to mention, you don't necessarily have to get the 45 liter. You can get one that's 65 liters, 80 liters, all the way up to 100 liters if you wanted to. I don't know how big those ones are going to be. I think they're going to be more wider than taller, but you get the idea. So with this, in conjunction, I'm not gonna be removing my other boxes. I'm just gonna be adding this on top. So this box, in conjunction with my stock side panniers, I'm gonna have around 75 liters of space instead of 50 liters of space. Another huge bonus to this top box is that my helmet can actually fit in this box. Okay, I wear a size 3X. Okay, just for record, it's 3XL. Let's see if she fits. And boom. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, she's closed shut. Okay, it's lockable as well. And there's also an option where you could do a quick release, which I'm going to showcase once I actually install it onto the back. We're going to go through the installation process here in a minute. But there's my helmet. All right. What I also would like to showcase, again, I wear a size 3XL, so it's a pretty big helmet. Not everybody has a helmet as big as me, but I want to show you guys my wife's helmet. All right. Now, I kid you not, this is not a joke. My wife has a size, yes, you read that correctly, 6XL. Why does she have a size 6XL? Well, she has really, really big, like locks, hair that she doesn't like to get all tangled up. So this is literally the biggest helmet that I could possibly find anywhere on the internet. And it fits. Okay. So 45 liters can fit pretty much any helmet on the planet. I mean, almost. I mean, if you have a bigger helmet than that, please tell me where you found it, because I couldn't find anything bigger than 6XL when I was searching on the internet. But anyway, most of you guys out there, you're gonna have maybe 3X or smaller. You'll be just fine. All right. So inside the box, you have this lining that's removable. You have this lining on the top here as well, so you have these pockets where you can put some stuff into as well. Like I said, it's lockable. It comes with all these stickers. These stickers are very handy. You're going to put these on, most people put them on the corners here, which I'm going to do later. And yeah, and for only 180 bucks, oh, side note, you don't necessarily have to pay $180. You know, on eBay, it's awesome because there's so many different sellers that are selling this box. You could do what I did and just find the ones that allow you to bid, and you shoot enough sellers, you know, an offer, someone might bite. So I didn't pay $180. I actually paid $155. Okay, and after taxes, it was like $165. But you get my point. I mean, you can get a good deal on these things, and it's a whole lot cheaper, especially if you just, because I know, especially for myself, I mainly wanted pretty much just a top box. You know, the side boxes of the Tour Fellas, they are still bigger than the regular cases, but it was really the top box where all the business was at. You know what I mean? And that's the one that I wanted, so that way if I needed to, I could put my helmet away. But more importantly, when I go grocery shopping, I like to get gallons of those, gallon water jugs. But when I put them in there in the stock box, I don't really have that much space for anything else. So this allows me to have a lot more space when it is that I actually go grocery shopping, with also buying, those gallon water jugs. Also, what it allows me to do is I could, at this point in time, the weather is still kind of what I like to call kind of bipolar. We're getting into late spring. Summertime is starting, and today it's like 95 degrees out. Usually, if I was to commute with the bike, I still can't commute with it just yet. I still need to break it in. But if I was commuting with the bike, when I leave in the morning, it's around 50 degrees, or maybe even very high 50s. So, in general, I would still leave with my thicker motorcycle jacket. But by the time that I get off of work, like, it's 90. So it's nice to have this big box, so that way I can put my other motorcycle jacket in here, so that way I can swap to my summer jacket and have the space to be able to do that. Whereas with the smaller boxes, I just don't have that space to store my other motorcycle jacket in there. Make sense? So while commuting, it just gives me more space to be able to change clothes. And when I actually go grocery shopping, I have a lot more space for more groceries. So now that with all that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and get into how to put this thing together and to assemble it on the bike. Starting with removing the old box. You just lift up this little cover that lays on the bottom here, and there are 3 Allen head bolts that you remove, size 5. Come right out, and it should be able to take the old box off. Alright, I put the hazard stickers on, and it looks pretty good. Oh, another thing, it also comes with a backrest. A much taller backrest for if you ever were to take a passenger on the bike. I don't know if you would want to take a passenger on the back of the RX3, but regardless, it's there. Okay, and for this box, it's already mounted onto a mounting plate. So let me put that on here. Yeah, so it's already it comes already mounted on a mounting plate. Okay, and yeah. So if you wanted to take the box off, which you can do, as it shows here. Okay, it also has a quick release basically. So if you wanted to take, once this base plate is actually locked down here, you'll be able to just slide it right on off if you wanted to. Okay, and do like quick removal access. That's something that the Tour Fellas has, and this box has it as well. So as you can see, it's more like a universal general purpose style with a lot of grooves and a lot of slits into it, so that way it can pretty much be used for almost any type of mounting plate. So I'm going to get this all lined up and see where I can put these screws into. Okay. All right. So here's a quick little glance over the instructions. So lock and unlock, how to install it with the bolts that are given. Okay. And then there is one screw that's supposed to be inside of the box that you would release to engage the quick release, pretty much, and it's hidden underneath that cloth. Okay, so I'm gonna get this all put together, and then we'll see the end result. All right, so step one is to undo this bolt here. Okay, it's going to be right underneath the little carpet, just like it showed in the instructions. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow you to remove the box from the base plate. So it's a lot easier to, you know, get this all situated and install it correctly. Alright guys, so this is pretty much what I decided to do. There were 2 existing screws holding in the back plate already. Okay, so what I did is I just unscrewed those a bit and put them on the top, so that holds that down. Okay, I also raised up the screw just a tiny bit, because that's also one that holds that goes down into the mounting bracket, so that way it'll keep it from, it's really not going to move anyway, but just a little bit of extra security that's there. And then these 2 guys I then screwed underneath like so to kind of smush these 2 together. Okay, and I'm moving it as much as I can, and it's not going anywhere. Okay, so now I'm going to put the box on, and then we're going to see how that looks like. And there she is, easy. And so now we just go inside. And where did that little screw go? Oh, here it is. You guys see that hole? Put that down in there. Screw it tight. As so. Alright. That locks that down. Okay. Close this back up. And there it is. Now it's locked in place. Simple. There she is. Wow. Looks great. Much bigger top box. Nice padding for whomever might, if I ever was to have a passenger. Nice padding. Yeah. Solid in place. Great little upgrade. Didn't cost much, and you really do increase your luggage capacity by quite a bit. So that's going to wrap it up for today's, folks. Just want to, share that short little update I have with you guys. As far as my actual break-in process goes, well, as you guys can see, I only put like 9.8 miles on the bike. Not much. I don't have as much time as I used to. When I first got the bike, let me go ahead and sit down, do a little story time. All right. So when I first got the bike back in January, I was actually on parental leave during that time period, which is why it was so easy for me to, relatively frequently go out and ride the bike almost whenever, put as much miles as I wanted to on the bike to try to get through the break-in process as quickly as possible, and did all the other, upgrades and things. It wasn't until about like mid-February or early February when I started going back to work, but at the time when I was going back to work, I was still at my old job. And at my old job, I had a work schedule that was alternating work schedule. That meant I worked 4 days, had 4 days off. I worked 3 days, had 3 days off. So again, even with that work schedule, I just had more free time to be able to, take the bike out for, I don't know, how long I wanted to, and put some miles on it. And then after that, I was on another hiatus for quite a couple weeks while I was transitioning to my now current job. This now current job I have, it's Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, I do have a bit more time after work, but I just don't have those free days, as you will. So the only days that I could truly just dedicate hours to go potentially put miles on this bike, it's going to be the weekends. Other than that, pretty much just going to be riding around town, going grocery shopping, the usual, right? So pretty much what I'm going to be doing with this bike, the mileage or the break-in process is going to be potentially quite a bit slower than before. I'll try to do as much mileage as I can so that I can get back in the business, and I'll keep you guys updated with that progress as we go along. But I've had the bike back since, what was it, last Friday, and I've only put 10 miles on it. So that just gives you guys an idea of you know, what that process is going to look like so far. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope this is very helpful for people out there looking for a bigger storage solution to probably fit a helmet, and you know, and you don't want to fork out almost $900 for you know, the Tourfella stuff. So anyway, peace out, y'all. Bye. And this thing came with so many stickers. What do you guys think? How's that look? Oh, here's my favorite one. Put that right on the tank. I know I don't own a GoPro, but I do have a GoPro style camera, and I like that. All right.